welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a spice blend called Herbes de Provence. It sounds really fancy, but it really is nothing more than a spice blend that has its origins in the Provence region of France. This is a really great all-purpose herb blend. You can mix it up from herbs you may already have on hand. If not, I'll show you where you can source them. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to make this, and we're going to make quite a bit, and you're going to be able to store it or share it. And then just put enough on the top of your stove or in your spice cupboard for when you want to reach for it. It's great on a lot of things. Chicken, fish, beef, pork, you name it, you're going to love it. Let's see how we make it. Started. Now I know I have a lot out on my counter and I don't want you to get intimidated or overwhelmed. Some of these things are optional, some of them are absolutely in a basic Herbes de Provence blend, and we're going to start with those basic things. Now you can choose to just throw all these in equal parts in a bowl, mix them up, and then go on your merry way. Some of these things I don't like in their whole form, so I'm going to grind them up a little bit in my coffee grinder. You can use your food processor, you can throw them in your blender, however is most convenient for you, or using what tools you have available to you. Today I have my coffee grinder out here, but for the most part I want the leafy herbs to remain whole so that we can just kind of crush them in our hand when we're going to use them. But some of these things, like we're going to start out by using some fennel seed, and I'm just going to show you as I go. There's some whole fennel. And we're going to use equal parts here, so I'm going to start with a base of 2 tablespoons for everything. Now keep in mind, you're not going to be using the whole batch at one time, but I want to grind the fennel seed up just a little. Okay, now you see that it's considerably more broken up than it was. I'm going to toss that right in the bowl. Now I have some dried rosemary, and I'm going to grind that up too, because personally, I don't like the rosemary leaves in their whole form. I think that they're very unpleasant because it's like eating a Christmas tree. Again, I don't want it to be completely pulverized, but I don't want there to be these giant needles of rosemary. Oh, that smells good. And we're going to move on to some, this is some dried lemon peel. Actually, it's called lemon peel granules. And I got this from the Spice Barn, and this is one of the 3 places that I will leave in the information bar for you to source your spices. I have several from Old Mansion brand, but those I get locally, and Old Mansion no longer sells to retail customers. So, can't smell it. Smells like lemon. And I have some, you can use, this is minced dehydrated garlic. If you want to, you can just use garlic powder. It's really not a big deal, but this, I'll tell you why I like it, because it gives more of a bite, and it gives a little bit of heat. And I just want to break it up. I don't want to pulverize it. I want it to have some texture. And I think for the most part I'm done with the grinder for now. So, oh, I am not. Whoops. I knew there was one more thing I needed to put in here. Now, this is one of those optional things. You will not find pepper in a traditional Herbes de Provence. However, this is really an all-purpose, go-to, toss it on once kind of spice blend. And I find when I add the garlic, which is also optional, the salt and the pepper in there, I rather like it. What is this? Oh, that's the bowl. So I'm going to grind the pepper coarsely. And that's a nice coarse grind in there. It's not pulverized to a powder.
Smell that.
Smells nice. Now I think I'm done with the spice grinder, the coffee grinder. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of basil. We're also going to use an equal part of oregano. Some dried thyme. And if you have all of these things growing in your herb garden, dry them out and then make this blend and you'll have homemade herbes de Provence. Okay, some dried marjoram. Parsley is an optional, but because it's green and verdant and leafy, I'm going to toss it. Okay, this is some peppermint. This is an option. It depends on what part of France you're in. Well, herbes de Provence, obviously the Provence region of France. I've never traveled to France. I've never been abroad. But in my research, I have found that this is in some blends of herbes de Provence. And I think it would be quite nice. So we're going to toss it in there. There's not a lot. And then this is savory. This is an herb that my German grandmother swore by. She would never have been without it in her kitchen. And I love it too. So in it goes. All right. And then we have some lavender buds. And if you're going to pull your nose up at this, don't, because this stuff is fantastic. Oh, it smells so good. And if you don't really, if you really hate lavender, like I know my friend Bev, her husband doesn't really like it at all. She can leave this out if she doesn't want to make her own. And then we're going to use some salt. Because I like to, like I said, I like to have this as an all-purpose kind of go-to. And I'm probably going to add about 1/2 cup of salt. Hello, if I can. It doesn't want to. Again, if you don't like,
cup?
I said 1/2 cup.
Okay.
If you don't want to put salt in here, you don't have to. I like to be able to reach for this and just use it. It's got salt, pepper, and every herb that you can imagine. It's going to make things taste wonderful. Okay, so I'm just going to get my iced teaspoon in here, and I'm going to dig deep, and I am going to blend, 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 blend. And that's it. This looks really nice. You can see so many beautiful things in there. All of those herbs and spices, the lemon peel, the salt, the pepper, thyme, marjoram, savory, oregano, rosemary, lavender, parsley, you name it, it's in there. And it's very, very French, and it's inspired by the herbes de Provence that you can buy in the grocery store. So there you have it. Herbes de Provence, quick, easy, and homemade. There's plenty there. You can share with your friends, you can share with your family, and you'll have lots left over for when you run out in this jar, when it's, the one that you have close at hand. So, I hope you give this a try. I hope that you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you're going to give it a try, and I hope that you love it. I know that you will. I also wanted to say, if you're new to my channel, I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen. And let me tell you, we have some fun. Rick and I, we're always cutting it up with each other. And also, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, and also on my blog over at blogger.com. There will be links to all of those things in the information bar below. So, I hope that y'all have a great day, and make sure that you come back tomorrow. I'll see ya!